Hey guys, do you remember when I created the video of the elf costume and my process on how I was busy with the sleeves? So that project kind of fell through. So what I did with it instead is I made it into a winter fairy costume instead from Tinkerbell. So I decided to make my own version of a winter fairy from Tinkerbell for the theme of Disney Week for camp instead of an elf, just because my elf wasn't exactly Disney themed. It was more like Lord of the Rings themed. I could still have done an elf if I wanted to, but I wanted it to really match the theme better. So I have the sleeves here and the other one as well. And then I also have this headpiece that I was supposed to use for prom that I never ended up using. So I know it's not exactly winter theme, but it does have some kind of jewels for it. Secondly, I have this dress and I use the bottom part of it just because I had no other dresses that would work well with this outfit. I did have a other cream dress, but it didn't really look the way I wanted it to look, and the color was just very off from the rest of my outfit, and I didn't like that it didn't really match that well. So that was the best I could find for the costume. The next I have are these ears that I used, silicone elf ears. I know they're elf ears, but the fairies in Tinkerbell do have pointy ears, so they just kind of go hook around your ear like this, and they just kind of fit like that. It's a little bit weird looking, I know, but it's a good option if you're on a budget, and I found these on Amazon, so it's a pretty good buy if you are kind of on the budget and you just want something that's kind of temporary that you can take on, they can put on and off. It's just easy to use. And then another thing that I use for the costume is these pair of wings that I made myself. So what I did was I bought one of these dollar store wing sets, which you can tell I never finished it just because it used so many feathers and it was getting really heavy, so this wing especially kind of flops around a little bit when you wear it. But anyway, so I put a bunch of white feathers, glued them on there, added some fluffy sections here for comfort and just to kind of hide that little blue a little bit. The reason why I didn't put anything here was because it hides behind my back, so you can barely see the blue at all. And then, yeah, you just put them on like you would normally put on wings. They have good elastic on them, and you would just slide them on like that. If I can find the other one. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to put them on at first. And you can kind of adjust them a little bit. It is kind of tricky to do so though. As you can see, I can't really grab the wing very well. But anyway, it will sit on your back there, and then that's kind of what the back looks like. So it doesn't look too bad. Again, it's a budget project if you need something that's kind of cheap and you just want to dress up for a special occasion or something like that. I also have these fake foam flowers that I put in my hair as well, just to kind of stick with the winter theme. You know, they're white tulips. I don't know the flower, lilies. So I'm going to put everything on, show you guys what it looks like, and then you can decide whether you think that it's a good low budget outfit or not, or it can definitely be improved. But again, it's if you don't want to spend too much money on costume items and you just have things lying around in the house, things you just want to put together to create an outfit for a special occasion, it's easier to do that than to spend $50 per costume, especially if you're only going to wear it once. And I also have this necklace, which kind of gives it frozen wintry vibes. So I wore this necklace with the outfit as well. Another thing you can add are pearl earrings or something that looks kind of icy, wintry. You know, you can do some big snowballs if that's kind of your thing. I don't have any snowballs to wear for earrings, so I don't wear them. And for shoes as well, you can change up the shoes however you want. I don't have special shoes to go with this outfit, but you can make like leaf shoes if you wanted to create more of a fairy illusion. I kind of just did my own version based on the picture, and obviously I didn't do the white hair part of the picture either, but I am blonde, so it kind of works. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like together.
In the arms of solitude I am found. Oh, whispering pines, sing me your tune. Caught in the rhythm of the stars and the moon. Teach me the language of rustling leaves. Stories that linger on the breath of the breeze.
That's everything. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will make a sped up version of this video later on, and I hope you have a great day. Let me know what you think.